Canada's worst drivers have been whittled down to the final 5 nominees.
When those wayward souls showed up at our rehabilitation center 6 episodes ago, we didn't really know how they would react to our intense teaching methods. Now we know. They react slowly and often quite bizarrely. At the end of this episode, one more of them will graduate back onto the public roads.
The remaining candidates will carry their awkward momentum into a series of final challenges
designed to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt which of them is Canada's worst driver.
At the end of our last episode,
Jesus Murphy!
we were so unimpressed with the quality of driving,
Oh, crap.
we graduated no one.
Whoa.
Now, rage is beginning to surface.
Pissed? Yes.
I feel like killing somebody.
Every nominator and every nominee is a little choked right now.
That's because they all felt they would get to go home tonight.
I hate this place.
This place is our rehabilitation center. These people are candidates for Canada's worst driver. Shannon was fingered for the ugly title by her friend Sarah. In 3 years, Shannon has written off 5 cars, and that doesn't include the dozens of random vehicles she scraped and then driven away from.
Sometimes I hit things, but that's okay.
Do you like it, hitting stuff?
Yes. I hit it, it was like such a rush.
Sean from Stratford, Ontario, was nominated by his niece, Milena.
Holy
Sean is an honest-to-goodness world champion NASCAR racer. Online. On real roads,
Oh my God, Sean!
he's a speed freak who has a twisted sense of safety.
Hey, 130, it's 80.
When you're driving slow, you get lazy. Speeding is safer.
We're trying to make Sean say, slower is safer.
You can't convince me. Not today, you can't convince me.
Henrietta was nominated by her husband, Andy. Henrietta's biggest problem is her vision.
I can't make it out, honestly.
You didn't have your glasses on.
I don't need them for driving.
Clearly, though,
My eyes are all foggy.
glasses would help Henrietta.
What does this say?
I don't know. I can't read it. I can't read it. You can't even see the signs until you get up on them.
Michael's next. He was nominated by his best friend, Eric. Michael wants to be a perfect driver,
Oh, that's the best job I can do.
but it rarely works out that way. Michael is hard on himself,
That was pathetic.
and he's harder on vehicles.
You have been warned.
The final remaining candidate is Jody. Jody's husband, Sam, thinks she is Canada's worst driver.
No, I'm not.
Jody's big problem
Oh, this is what I hate.
is not believing in herself.
All I ask is if I can get some more self-esteem and build up my confidence.
But Sam isn't helping.
Don't ask stupid question. How come now you're asking for directions ahead of the things you're doing?
Well, because I'm building my confidence.
Yeah, okay.
Putting our students into extreme situations forces them to understand what a vehicle can tolerate. It also teaches them that as a driver, they can overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. The next challenge for Canada's worst drivers is to take that powerful four-wheel drive machine on a hair-raising trip around the sand dunes of Ontario. You did know there's a desert here, right? All right, this is the off-road challenge. It's going to be a bumpy ride, folks.
This is Sergeant Dan Andrews.
You have to read the terrain ahead.
Sergeant Andrews is a veteran sand dune driver.
And this is where you don't want to make any sharp turns to the left or to the right.
This is more than a 45-degree down.
So he'll accompany all the bad drivers to make sure no one rolls over.
Holy smokes.
Conquering this course requires confidence. If you don't think you're going to make it up and down these hills, you're not going to make it.
Seeing where you're going, understanding your location, understanding what the terrain is, this is all relevant to normal street driving, yeah?
Yes, it is, exactly.
The Desert Driving Challenge ends with the course's steepest drop.
And this is where you might want to inch over.
Just inch over this.
Yeah, just inch over.
I get out of line and put the brake to the floor, which is the wrong thing to do. Without proper guidance,
Take your foot off the brake,
My foot, yes,
off
sir.
the brake.
I could roll over. You can't steer back to safety with your foot on the brake.
And that is, the off-road challenge. Let's see how Canada's worst drivers do in the sand.
Henrietta will be the first person through this course. Driving frightens Henrietta,
I'm nervous.
and when Henrietta gets nervous, she screams with terror.
Oh my God, I can't go down over that.
Going to the right. Keep it going to the right. Right. Stop.
As Henrietta learns what she's capable of,
Oh my God, up the hill.
we're reminded of what she's incapable of.
No, around, up this way, up this way.
I can't even see.
It's a wonder she can hear.
Oh, who's down there?
Henrietta begins every challenge trying her hardest. But when things get stressful and she starts performing badly,
I'm getting sick of this.
she often declares the challenge is stupid.
This is ridiculous. I don't care. I don't want to do any more of those challenges.
Henrietta hasn't declared this one stupid yet,
Oh my Jesus.
but she has reached the steepest climb she's ever attempted in her life. On her way to the top, she lets off on the gas.
Oh, what am I going to do now?
If we have to rescue Henrietta,
They'll need a tow truck, I think.
it'll be the third time we've had to pull her free.
Oh, what am I going to do now?
She should go the way gravity is pulling her, backwards. Instead,
Stuck. Don't tell me I got this vehicle stuck too. I can't even open the door.
See what you've done?
Yeah, it's
You
just
bottomed
laying on
out.
the bottom.
Yeah. What do you think you should do at this point?
I think I should quit.
when the truck gets free,
Don't go too far, because I might need you again.
Henrietta gets back behind the wheel.
Are we ready?
This time, Henrietta makes it all the way to the part where she starts doubting the merits of the exercise.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, keep going left, 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 left.
From here on in, every hill is tackled with a scream that could shatter glass, and every flat section is ransacked.
Oh my God, I'm going to hit it!
Henrietta has no real control of the vehicle.
I can't do this anymore.
Yes, you can.
When she rattles her way to the final hill,
Where am I going now?
she goes over the top in predictable fashion.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can. You can do it. That's it, right here. That's
Am I
it.
done?
On this course, Henrietta screamed 47 times. Michael is the son of a World War II bomber pilot, and he attacks this course like it's the enemy. In the presence of Sergeant Andrews, Michael charges uphill, after hill, after hill, showing no mercy.
Oh boy.
Wanting to show proper respect, Michael doesn't speak to the sergeant unless he's asked a direct question.
Are you nervous?
He did have a look of fear on his face.
That's our head driving instructor, Scott Marshall. He's inside this high-tech military control room with the rest of our driving experts. Marcus Adjaman is an insurance broker. Juliana Chioviti is a race car driver. And Sergeant Cam Woolley is a 28-year veteran of the OPP's traffic division.
This guy's an idiot.
At the end of every episode, I, along with our team of driving experts, decide which candidate will graduate, leaving the others behind. At the end of our sand safari course, Michael's left speechless.
How do you feel?
Michael feels like he's slowly getting better.
I would rate my performance today as passable. If I had done this on the first day, I think I would have rated my performance as pathetic.
When we come back, Jody faces her fears. Canada's worst drivers are trying to save face by demonstrating their off-road skills. Sean is next to go four-wheel driving. There's one simple reason Sean hasn't graduated.
We are down openly to one issue: speed.
Sean came on this show attempting to prove
Speeding is safer.
his driving, though, has proved the opposite. And in our last episode, Sean was very close to admitting slower is safer.
We're deadly close.
But he couldn't quite find the words.
Give me a couple hours. Give me till tomorrow.
I don't want to blurt it out, get it wrong.
Today, Sean drives slow. Look at him creep over the hill where Michael sped. Obviously, slower is safer. Even Henrietta drove faster and therefore less safe than Sean. Sean is so reserved on the four-wheel drive course, Sergeant Andrews thinks he must be in rehab because of a lack of confidence.
You're doing good. You're a little timid on the gas sometimes.
Is Sean really timid, or is he acting?
If you just say slower is safer, you go home. It's just that simple. I just don't operate that way.
At the final hill, Sean halts the operation to get out and look.
Okay, it seems safe.
Seem safe?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
When they get to the bottom, Sergeant Andrews is still concerned Sean isn't aggressive enough.
He done very good, but he was a little timid on the accelerator.
Slowly and surely, we're wearing Sean down. Jody is the next driver to hit the sand.
You all right?
Just seeing past off-road challenges would make Jody cry because she's afraid of flipping over.
That gravel will take you. You got no control, and over you go.
You can roll the vehicle.
Just the thing of if I can roll a vehicle, that sounds scary.
You can roll a vehicle out on the streets also.
Jody doesn't cry today. She still hits things, and she still gets stuck sometimes.
Okay, I'm gonna reverse it.
And she occasionally gets lost.
Oh, I went on the course again. Oh, man.
But overall, Jody shows dramatic improvements in her confidence.
I don't know what's down here.
She charges down hills fearlessly. She bolts up hills aggressively.
Wait.
And she steers as if she's always driven with this much confidence.
Left, left, left.
Jody's confidence is so high, she drives over this blind hill without checking where the road goes.
Left, 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 left.
Oh, through here.
Yes. See if you can back up some.
Remember when reversing on flat pavement would make Jody cry?
So I just couldn't do it.
Calmly driving out of this situation speaks volumes as to how far Jody has come. Her feelings used to hold her back.
How do you feel? How do you feel? Okay, let's go.
Now, Jody likes the feeling of going.
And put it in park.
On her drive, Jody screamed 0 times. For Shannon, this challenge is twice as dangerous.
I'm having a baby.
Shannon is 4 months pregnant.
Before I got pregnant, I was drinking and driving and doing stupid shit. I may have killed myself.
You are pregnant, as I understand.
Sergeant Andrews orders Shannon to take it slow, and she does. But she hits stationary obstacles. That's nothing new. Since coming to rehab, Shannon has hit 97 stationary obstacles.
Damn it.
She likes to tell us she's become reformed,
I'm a foreign person.
but she's not, at least not fully.
Whoa, what is that?
Back on the safari course, Shannon hits another stationary object and then, for good measure, backs over it.
How do you feel? This is not too much for your baby?
No, not at all. No. It's fun.
At the end of the day, Shannon drives this truck more smoothly than anyone else.
I think I'm a way better driver. Like, I don't know if I could do this without hitting things before.
Shannon hit 3 things, but doesn't even know it. After the break, Henrietta's late to brake.
The nominees for Canada's Worst Driver have come a long way, but not far enough.
The candidates who don't graduate this evening will be taken to downtown Toronto for the final episode and the ultimate road test.
And you thought Toronto traffic was bad. Now,
To see how these bad motorists think, we're going to make them drive the next challenge verbally.
blindfold yourself, my friend.
My friend is Al Zarofsky from Young Drivers of Canada. We'll show you how it's done.
Here we go. I'm in control of the car. He's just doing what I say. Give it a bit of gas.
Driving without touching the wheel reveals if a person in trouble is more inclined to steer
More to my side, more to my side, more to my side, more.
or brake.
Stop, stop, stop. I didn't tell you to go, so just wait. Okay, give it a little bit of gas. This next part of the course is a straightaway. We're actually going to ask Canada's worst drivers to go 40 kilometers an hour. Are you going to be able to do that without soiling yourself out?
Yeah.
A quicker acceleration is better because we want to get to 40 as fast as possible.
Okay.
So go now, sir. Put it down. That's good. That's good. A little bit your way. A little bit your way. And we hit 40. Slow down. My way, my way. That's perfect. We did it. Go ahead.
From there, keep going until the half-hour time limit runs out,
That's good.
or until you run out of space.
And break. And that is the blindfold challenge. We didn't hit a single thing. How will Canada's worst drivers do?
It's Michael's turn to lead the blind.
Oh, joy!
When we met Michael, his pal Eric said this about him.
My lords and ladies, pray attend. Michael Telford, killer of walls, is about to take field against them again.
Turns out, Eric is one of those guys who likes to reenact life in the Middle Ages.
I'm a rapier fighter. This is my sword. Shall we have at it?
Joy and happiness.
From the opening turn,
Begin right turn on my mark. Mark.
Michael communicates clearly with Eric.
Brake slightly. Good.
He gets through the first two tight sections
Ahead slow. Dead slow.
without impact.
Initiating right turn.
Michael's clean run continues
Forward.
to the speed section.
Stop.
Preparing to go 40,
Very slowly left.
Michael gets everything straight.
Right or left? Pick one.
Left at this point. You went too far right.
When he's all lined up,
I'm going to regret this.
Michael goes for broke.
Pedal to the metal. We need maximum acceleration.
And they need to know right from left.
Right, left.
Like a computer, Eric shuts down when he gets mixed signals.
You were straight and then you turned.
Okay, when I hear right, left.
Sorry.
Then I'm gonna stop.
That was scary.
And it wasn't 40 kilometers an hour.
There. That is straight.
So they'll try again.
Put it in drive. All right, hit it.
Let's hope that's not literal.
This time, Michael makes it to 40
Brake.
and stops before hitting the ditch.
Stop, Michael, stop.
The rest of Michael's drive is just as confusing.
Right.
I am right.
Left. Left.
Sometimes Michael even vanishes.
Am I like driving with my eyes open or am I using the force?
The force would help.
Left.
Am left. More left.
Right. Sorry.
In the end,
Sorry. Turn right. Hard right.
Michael runs out of time.
Needs to work on left and right.
Shannon's next to talk her way through this course.
Total trust to the Shannon is what we need.
Shannon starts
Go to your right, go to your right, go to your right. Back up a little bit.
by running into 6 things
Right, hard right.
in the first turn.
Oh, for sakes.
Shannon weaves all over the road, giving steering orders, but no stopping orders.
So you have to straighten up the wheel.
I don't know when straight is the wheel because I can't see.
Okay.
So wheels are round.
This experiment
Go to your right, go to your right. Ah!
exposes the root cause of Shannon's paint scraping habit.
Instead of stopping, her brain thinks she can steer out of any situation.
Okay, go to your left. Left. Oh, he knocks me. Oh.
Shannon never says stop
Okay, stop.
until after she's already hit things.
Okay, stop. Oh, right, stop. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, this sucks. I'm gonna have a Harry.
When Shannon gets to the 40-kilometer-an-hour zone, I don't think she should do it.
You're a young pregnant woman.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll just do it well.
Doing it well means stopping before disaster.
Use the word brake, okay? You're not using that word ever.
Okay, sorry. Immediately hit the gas, and then hopefully I'll go 40.
Just gonna keep my wheel like this and we'll stay straight, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be dodgy.
Okay, go. Straight. Go to your right. Right. No, left.
Go left. Sarah has seen Shannon make bad mistakes before, so instinctively she doesn't follow the wrong direction. She swerves right.
No, left.
Well, Shannon actually never told Sarah to touch the brake.
That was not pretty.
Shannon has cursed her own drives before. But this takes the cake.
Okay. Oh. Man, I'm gonna have a Harry. I'm gonna have a fit, man.
When Shannon gets frustrated,
Oh my god!
she becomes blind to common sense.
That was horrible.
Shannon's inconsistent driving is her only consistency.
But I did so good yesterday.
Yeah, it's so lousy today.
Sean's next to drive from the passenger seat.
Okay, slow.
In the first 100 meters...
Stop. Stop.
Sean says stop.
Stop.
More times than Shannon said the word
Stop.
on her entire drive.
Stop.
When he arrives at the 40-kilometer-an-hour zone, he's hit nothing.
We are aimed really well right now,
Okay.
and I'm gonna...
That's all I need to know.
Sean needs Milena to know more than that.
And I'm gonna tell you, that's it, stop. And when I say stop hard, because it might be because you're going off the road, and I want you to stop right away.
Okay.
So really stop hard.
And with that, Milena zooms up to 40.
Stop. Perfect. That was awesome.
Sean...
Okay, hard right, stop.
doesn't stop saying stop.
Stop.
Until he's in the final parking space.
Stop.
Sean said stop over 100 times. Now, if only he'd say slower is safer. Henrietta's next.
Keep going. Oops, step on it.
Step on it?
Left.
Henrietta flies through the early parts, never once giving the order to stop.
Left.
Telepathically, though, Andy makes frequent stops.
Straight.
After 40 years of marriage, he can read her mind. Sometimes.
Go left. Oh, go left.
Left, I'm going left.
All right, go right.
Stop right there, please, Henrietta. This is the section where you must go 40 kilometers an hour.
I'm just getting out to check the wheel. Just a minute.
Wicked.
Henrietta has a plan, but it doesn't include steering.
Keep it straight.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
To the left.
To the left. Oh.
Stop. Tell him to stop. Stop.
Okay, you're in the ditch.
Henrietta forgot to brake.
I'm in the ditch. How the Jesus did I get in the ditch?
Andy went into the ditch because stopping doesn't cross Henrietta's mind until she's out of control.
Wow, disaster.
That was scary.
Thank God for seatbelts.
Can I back out?
Back up hard and go very slow.
When she's back on the road, Henrietta hits this parked car, this pylon, and that stack of rims.
I don't think I'm supposed to hit that.
Before wedging herself in between these two vehicles.
What am I hitting?
Yeah, it's the curves. You're hitting
Well, I guess I'm hitting them, but what side am I hitting?
both sides.
Both sides?
You're right in the middle of it now. Okay. Ooh, you're scratching it.
Oh, I hate that sound.
As time runs out, Henrietta rushes.
To the left. To the left. If you could see those barrels, you would left.
Henrietta's starting to have her meltdown.
Hard right. Hard right.
I got it hard as it goes.
Henrietta hit 36 obstacles and ran out of time.
You did bad.
Oh, Sandra, I did not do bad.
When we come back, Henrietta burns a batch of donuts.
The kids call that burning rubber.
The nation's 5 lousiest motorists have gone through 19 challenges here in our rehab center.
That way we'll put the clutch in, brake, turn.
The students who don't graduate at the end of this episode will find themselves in our final show, where one of them will be named Canada's worst driver.
You know, that is my greatest fear.
I don't want to be Canada's worst driver.
I am going to be Canada's worst driver.
Then I am going to end up being Canada's worst driver.
For their next set of challenges, we've prepared individual tasks. Our stunt driving virgins, Michael, Henrietta, and Jody, will all learn the art of doing donuts. Pregnant Shannon will install a baby seat.
Oh, dear.
And Sean will go 160 kilometers an hour the safest way possible. We'll start with the stunt driving. Juliana shows us how it's done.
The first thing I'm going to do is actually a burnout.
Putting one foot on the brake and the other on the gas makes the tires on this rear-wheel drive Camaro spin and burn. Juliana releases the brake and cranks the steering wheel hard left.
Nice. Control.
A recipe for donuts.
Do another one. Okay, release. Your back end starts coming out and aim for where you want to go. Perfect. Couldn't do it any better.
Can Henrietta do it any better?
Okay, Henrietta, have you ever done a standing burnout?
The kids call that burning rubber.
It's going to be about controlling when you're out of control.
Henrietta has the brake on.
Press that throttle as hard as you can. Good. See it? Feel that? Feel that, sister? Keep doing it. Look at there. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
This is your first ever burnout.
That's it.
That's it. Do it some more. Let's see it some more.
When Jody gets in to try,
Pedal to the metal, baby. Both of them at the same time.
she's more confident than Henrietta.
Cool, release. You like that?
That was fun.
Yeah.
But it's not Michael's idea of fun.
Why would I want to do a peel out? If I tried to do a peel out, I'd probably crash into the retaining wall.
There's no retaining walls nearby.
Forward. You're nice and control the car. Now pedal to the metal.
I got it.
Cool, cool. Look in your mirrors. Look at the smoke. Look at the smoke.
Not what I call cool, but I can see it.
Relax, relax. Pretty exciting, eh?
Michael is a donut virgin. It's time to pop his cherry.
Well, all right. Let's do it.
No premature acceleration.
Doing donuts teaches drivers how to get into a serious fishtail and then how to get out of one. To stop spinning, turn the wheel into the fishtail.
I've never understood that into out of business. As soon as I try to think it through, I just get muddled.
If your rear end is fishtailing to the right, steer to the right, and you'll go straight.
All right, you bet to do your first donut?
Yeah.
To go seamlessly from a standing burnout to doing donuts, you have to be unrelenting on the gas while slowly releasing the brake.
Gas, 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 gas.
When he does get the accelerator floored,
There you go.
Michael does 3 tight donuts and then successfully steers clear.
Release, release. Over there, over there.
It was actually rather fun. It was also good to know that, yes, I can in fact do such a thing if it should be necessary.
When Jody tries going from a standing burnout to donuts, she smokes Michael's performance. In the middle of the square, she impresses her husband with 2 super tight spins. When she's done her third 360,
okay, release and go through over there.
Jody turns beautifully into the fishtail and heads straight through the escape hatch.
It was an experience of a lifetime. It felt awesome.
Will it be awesome for Henrietta?
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Henrietta pulses hard on the gas and then whips out something that looks, well, more like an eclair than a donut.
Pedal to metal, keep turning.
Henrietta floors it again, but she doesn't steer clear after her third 360. When she's done her 4th donut, she does steer into the fishtail and into a pylon. But Henrietta's too hopped up on adrenaline to care.
Whew, that was pretty cool.
Do you feel more in control of the car now?
Yes, I have a better idea now. I know why the teenagers do it.
Henrietta did some bitchin' burns, but she's done laying rubber.
Once in a lifetime, you know?
The next person to burn some tires will be Sean. Although Sean will be doing it in a go-kart.
Who's the fastest good driver here at the rehab center?
I am.
Ha! He's not. Our high-speed expert, Giuliana Chioviti, is a 7-time Grand National Karting Champion. Sean wants to race, so a race he will get. On the way, Sean talks about driving over 200 kilometers an hour as a 17-year-old.
I broke the speedometer, had to drive my next 2 years without a speedometer, and that's probably why I don't drive with one now.
How you doing, Juliana?
I'm well, how are you?
I have to admit, when I heard we were doing a go-kart race, I was a little disappointed. Then I hear this.
They do 140 miles an hour.
What? That's 225 kilometers. Double the speed limit allowed on most highways.
You'll feel a little bit of G's out there, but not too much.
Get suited up. Let's see this.
After a few push starts and practice laps, the 2 competitors hit the starting line.
Go!
And Giuliana Chioviti rushes out to an early lead around the corner, and that's the way it's gonna stay. Are we encouraging Sean to have fun at high speed? Yes, we are. Sean has a deeply rooted need to speed, so he should go to a racetrack to do it.
You are wicked. I don't know how you got out of. You were ready to lap me. I said, she's not lapping me. She's not lapping me, Spin.
This experience was fun for Sean, but not fun enough to replace public speeding.
Since I learned to drive, every aspect about it is fun. And usually that fun translates into higher speeds just because fun at the speed limit is really difficult to find.
Who said going to get groceries is supposed to be fun?
Go slowly on your way to the racetrack.
I'm working on it. I really am. I'm telling you I am.
Shannon is 4 months pregnant.
I've came here basically because I need to drive better and be more responsible for my baby.
That's why we've picked her up this rear-facing car seat.
Can she hold it?
Shannon is so eager to get going, she doesn't bother to read the installation directions that are clearly printed on the side.
I think that's good.
It's not good.
But he's secure.
He's backwards. Strapped in like that, even stopping quickly puts this baby at risk of severe head and neck trauma.
Rear facing only. Oh, crap.
For children weighing under 10 kilos, rear-facing car seats are not only recommended, they're required by law. Shockingly, Cam Woolley tells us that 85% of the infant car seats being used in Canada have either been recalled by the manufacturer
This is horrible.
or have been incorrectly installed by the owner.
Oh my gosh, I'm not this dumb.
After just 4.5 minutes of floundering with belts and straps, Shannon gives up.
I have 5 more months to get this right.
Professionals who install car seats in Canada must go through a 3-day training course. 3 days! Getting their help is worth the peace of mind.
At least I didn't put him in there crying.
The baby may not be crying, but Shannon is.
I don't care if I'm criticized about my driving, but I would never want to be portrayed as a bad mother.
When we come back, it's high-speed slalom.
Oh, not good. Not good at all.
We're down to the last challenge before choosing the finalists for Canada's worst driver.
While driving on Canadian highways, you always need to be ready to avoid an obstacle. After all, cars and trucks on their way to the cottage can accidentally drop all kinds of cargo. So, the next challenge for Canada's worst drivers is
to drive at 70 kilometers an hour while avoiding the litter we drop in front of them.
the key to passing this test is thinking outside the box.
To make sure the drivers don't simply slam on the brakes, this car will travel close behind.
And when they start tossing the boxes, our driving instructor, Scott Marshall, says not to look at the box, look at the opening.
I look mesmerized.
Oh, this is by far the scariest one we've done. Yikes!
Slow down,
Here we come down now.
The truck goes to the right, which means I
merge to the left and pull up. Woo! That gets the adrenaline running.
Good job.
And I'm a decent driver. How's it going to be for Canada's worst drivers?
On my run, I nailed one box. Some of them are just unavoidable. Henrietta's first to do the speed slalom.
Closer.
But when she tries getting up to 70...
Get up, a little bit more speed, more speed, more speed.
She barely makes it to 50.
Don't be afraid. Get your speed up.
Henrietta can't do it. But she is willing to give it another shot.
Don't be afraid of the boxes.
This time,
we gotta hit 70.
Henrietta accelerates, but so slowly...
More gas, more gas, more gas.
...that by the time she makes it to 70...
You're at 70. Keep going. A little bit closer, a little bit closer. Keep going.
The dumping truck is 50 meters ahead of her, and she still hits boxes dead center.
Oh, where you looking? She didn't even dodge it.
Her slow takeoff also means the white car is now right on her bumper.
Bang.
I don't think she even knows the Crown Vic's behind her.
Okay, I want you to veer to the left. Go left.
Henrietta makes it safely off the road. Henrietta had one failed run and hit a total of 4 boxes.
You paying attention to everything around you?
Yes, I did, yes.
How about the car behind you?
I never see no car behind me. Was there a car behind me?
Next up is Shannon. When Shannon takes off,
A little bit faster. You're almost there.
it's not hard to see she wants to graduate.
She's focused. Look at her.
But she's not avoiding the boxes.
Keep those eyes focused.
Shannon's eyes stay perfectly focused and her speed stays locked on 70. But she hits another box she should have avoided.
Let's slow down.
Shannon gets out thinking her performance will make her the next graduate.
How was that?
Yay! I did so good! And I only hit 3 boxes.
Only? Jody's next to swerve.
I can do this.
If Jody can do this, her confidence level will shoot through the roof.
Get it up to speed.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Jody gets up to 70 as the first 2 boxes fly out of the back of the truck.
Maintain speed.
And she maintains 70 around the next 2 boxes. Jody is confident, but Juliana's not.
Maintain speed. Hold 70. Slow down. Veer left. Veer left. Veer left. Keep looking. Hold on. Slow down. Slow down.
Jody is hitting her stride as a confident driver.
Swerving around the boxes like that was fun, and I think I did good. As each day's been going on, like I've just been getting mentally and physically stronger, and I've just been learning to overcome things, and I'm just building up my confidence and building up my skill.
You liked that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Want to do it again?
Just for the heck of it?
Yeah.
Sure.
How fast do you want to go?
I'll try through 100.
Really?
Yeah.
This, I want to see firsthand.
I want to do some donuts. Can I just do some donuts? Where's the Camaro? The last day I'm here, I want the Camaro, and I just want to be... I want to. It's just adrenaline, and it just feels, overall, it just feels excellent.
In the first challenge she ever did,
I can't.
just going 40 kilometers an hour,
You gotta floor it.
Easier said than done.
took Jody 3 attempts.
These people cannot comprehend my situation.
20 challenges later, Jody is a brand new driver.
Here we go, 100 kilometers an
I'm
hour.
going.
Give her.
Well, this is what we see in the highway.
A little bit faster.
Jody accelerates cleanly up to 90, hits a box, and keeps on going.
Faster, faster. You're going 100.
Make that 105. Now 110. She's still accelerating.
That's too fast. Slow down, slow down. Slow down and go to the left. Go to the left. Slow down, slow down. Brake, brake.
Hallelujah! Look at my marks! Look at my skid marks! I did it!
Congratulations.
Oh, those marks felt good.
So, we head off to make some more.
There's some G-force, hey? Go the other way, go the other way.
Jody has crossed a real milestone in her life. That's cause for celebration.
Oh, get back to the hotel and have a cooler.
Michael knows what's about to happen.
Challenge! Do not get smacked by the boxes.
Just imagine your Han Solo in the asteroid belt.
I actually did extremely well on that section of the Empire Strikes Back video game.
Well, now we're doing it for real.
Okay, let's go.
When he gets up to 70,
Maintain speed.
the boxes spook Michael into slowing down.
Too slow. Come on, Michael. Faster, way faster.
Michael never gets back to 70, and he never swerves. He just stays in the middle of the road, hitting whatever comes his way.
Is there any benefit of doing this again?
I honestly don't know.
Jody did it twice.
Really?
Yep.
Good for her.
Want to hear how fast she did it the second time?
Sure.
100.
Nice. That's impressive.
I ask you again, is there any benefit to doing this a second time?
Might be.
How fast do you want to go?
I'd say 85 or 90.
Okay, I'm going to pick 90 out of those two.
Okay.
So who is going to be the crazy person in the passenger seat? Andrew or Juliana?
Who do you think?
Slightly faster.
I've got
Here we go.
medal already.
You couldn't help that? Ouchie douchie.
Michael maintains 90 kilometers an hour until the truck goes to the right.
Brake, 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 and go left.
Oh, not good. Not good at all.
Michael might not be ready to drive home.
Did you pass this test or fail it?
Frankly, I'd be inclined to say I failed.
Sean has recently performed some highway swerving.
I veered around a lawn chair on the way up here on the 400, so I think I should do all right with these boxes.
Sean makes it to 70 and swerves nicely around the first boxes before caroming into these two and slowing down.
Don't lose speed.
Interesting. I wonder if Sean slowed down because slower is safer.
You're gonna go left.
Not a problem.
Is Sean finally ready to admit that faster is not safer? Remember, this is a guy who told us.
Absolutely, speeding makes you safer. It makes you very aware. I would make more mistakes if I was driving slow. You can't convince me. Not today, you can't convince me.
That was a month ago. Maybe today we convinced him.
You told me that yesterday, that driving the speed limit is boring, and therefore you don't focus, and you're a better driver at high speed.
Yes.
Do you want to do this faster and show us how much more focused you become?
No, not that challenge, not faster, no.
Oh, why not, sir?
Well, because there's going to be things on the road.
It takes a little while, but
It's not a good idea to go faster.
I finally get Sean to admit what children know.
Slower in traffic is definitely safer.
And once more, without the traffic reference,
Slower is safer.
I think this really kind of put him in his place. Thank you. I appreciate it.
when we come back, whoever doesn't graduate will crash into our final episode. We're just moments away from naming the final candidates for Canada's worst driver.
Oh, not good. Not good at all.
All of the nominees believe they will graduate tonight.
And I'm pretty certain it's going to be me
I'm fairly sure I'm going to graduate.
I've improved a lot and I deserve to go home.
My skill level is at the point where I should be able to go home.
And I think they're going to say, you got your keys, here you go, when I'm going.
The experts and I deliberate and agree Henrietta's not going.
She's a disaster, and her wall of frustration is so impenetrable when it goes up that I think that's her biggest flaw.
Jody, though, has the support of 3 people.
Absolutely. She's making her own decisions.
She still could get a lot more out of being here than say, for instance, Sean.
It's not the fact that she's good. The fact is she's improved. Who's the most improved?
Marcus rolling his eyes.
I can't believe you guys are saying this.
Jody's a whole different person. Marcus, I'm usually on your team,
That's
man.
what
This
I'm saying.
one,
We're usually here. But...
this one, I'm not.
Who's on your short list, Cam?
My choices are Sean, then Jody.
I cannot believe that Sean is on your list.
The way I see it with Sean, if he's not legit and he goes out there and he speeds, I got his number.
After seeing him speak today, I really believe he's truly, truly genuine.
I'm going to put Shannon on my short list. What do you think about Shannon?
I think Sean is head and shoulders above her in improvement.
What do you think about Michael?
I actually do detect some improvement in Michael. I find he gets more focused.
I would like to graduate Michael at some point.
Enough said. It's time to reveal who will graduate and who will be stuck in our final episode.
I understand we probably won't all agree on this, but I have a plan.
We've reached the end of our second last episode here at Canada's Worst Driver, which means it's time for someone to get their keys back and drive home.
This episode's graduate is Jody.
Oh my word. Oh my gosh. This is happening.
This is happening. Jody, give us the hug.
Thank you so much.
You're the new graduate, okay?
Oh, thank you so much.
Enjoy your newfound freedom.
Jody is leaving as our most improved student ever. When we met her, she was totally dependent on her husband.
Now what? Okay, now what? Now what? Okay, now what? Now what? English, go, yes or no?
But after teaching her mental control...
Remember, you're the one who's in control.
We're proud of you for even trying. You're going to do well.
Who was in control?
I was.
And physical control...
Okay, release.
Jody's gone from this to this.
Jody's a totally different person. Her total driving attitude is different.
I had no confidence, no skill, no anything, and I was just a totally different person from that first episode to this last episode. I'm a totally different person.
I felt she's always had the ability to drive. She just never had the confidence level.
Can I go, yes or no?
It's a green light.
Okay, but I know, but there's traffic that way. And
They have a red light.
are you sure? What has changed since I first came here on this show is my total outlook of everything, my attitude, my self-confidence, my self-control, my skill, and also my ability to make my own decisions for myself. And that's what I came here to get, and that's what I got.
There is one more surprise in store. Not everyone has to stay for the final episode.
Look at me, Sean. It's time to talk for real. If you agree that you will never speed more than 20 kilometers over the speed limit, we will graduate you tonight. But you must make that a promise.
Done.
There is one other catch, though. You know there's always a catch. Follow me. I will give you your keys back if you put this bumper sticker on your car.
It says, if I'm driving 20 kilometers over the limit, call Canada's Worst Driver.
That's our office number. If you put that next to your ridiculous speed license plate, you can go home.
So, Milena, here's another couple,
and I want you to know that I'm mailing you 50, and I'm mailing another 50 to your friends and relatives with the line, if he takes it off his car, stick them all over everything.
Boy, I must want to get out of here.
You must.
Wow.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
You're our newest graduate.
Thank you very much.
When we met Sean,
speeding is safer.
He thought he should be allowed to speed in public.
160 kilometers an hour, you know, maybe a tad more.
Now he admits
slower is safer.
Sean will persist with excessive speeding, but in a go-kart.
It's well within my means to get one and actually go to the track and race like you're supposed to race.
3 shockingly bad drivers will return for our final episode, which will include a twisted cruise through the rush hour streets of downtown Toronto. Who will survive? And who will be named Canada's Worst Driver?